So 5 years ago, we went out to Augusta, Georgia to a big river bottom, and we harvested culms of Gigantea, Arudinaria Gigantea. This is native rivercane is what this is. It's probably the most common native rivercane that's out there. It is not bamboo. It's actually from the Poaceae family, which makes it a challenge when it's young and it's growing amongst a bunch of stiltgrass that you have to treat. I did lose a bunch accidentally treating it. But the way you can tell native rivercane from bamboo is if you look at this terminal branch where it comes out, it's going to be growing at a 45-degree angle up, and it'll typically have multiple stems coming out of one terminal point. Bamboo is going to have one single branch, and it's going to be at a 90-degree angle. Bamboo is much more aggressive. It doesn't benefit wildlife like this does. So native rivercane like this right here actually filters water in floodplains. It's God's erosion control, but it's also God's water filtration. 90% of all of our waterways in the southeast were at one time covered with native rivercane. They thought it was invasive and pulled it out. Big mistake. You got canebrake rattlers that get in here. These things will flower and seed once every 50 years. So when they do, they throw something like 150,000 or 500,000 seeds or something crazy. They actually throw them and disperse them out. The mice come in and get all over those seeds, and all the rodents get in there, and the rabbits get in here. The rabbits are browsing on it, and you get canebrake rattlers. So once the stuff gets thick, you'll have canebrake rattlers. Canebrake rabbit, canebrake rattlers. The Bachman's warbler nests in this stuff and feeds in it on insects and whatnot. So the Bachman's warbler is now extinct. There's a lot of birds that rely on this thick cover for nesting. Turkey like it too. And during the wintertime, once all the acorns are gone, if you don't have a lot of browse out for these deer, the deer actually browse on this stuff too and bed in it. It can grow in part shade, but it'll grow faster in full sun. It really likes full sun. And when I talk about it likes fire, I mean it goes. The reason this is so big is because I'm in this wet drain here, and this wet drain typically doesn't burn, so it hasn't been top killed. But even the other probably 500 plants I got down here, it top kills, but once those culms are established, man, within a few weeks it's putting out more growth, and it grows faster once you get the culms bigger. You can get about 1,000 culms out of a 10-foot by 10-foot area in an established plot of this stuff, and you still won't hurt the population even a little bit. Super cool plant. Now, Alabama has a hill cane that's called Alabamiensis. Arudinaria Alabamiensis, and it grows in 4 counties in Alabama. It's got hairy leaves and hairy stems, and I think that where I was around Lake Gunther looking at a shortleaf pine savanna, I should have looked at it closer. I'm pretty sure that may have been Appalachiana or whatever it is, Arudinaria special Alabama cane. And if that was the case, then that's even more of a special place over there. The other one I don't have much experience with is Tecta. And Tecta is a smaller cane. They call it switch cane. And it's very similar to Gigantea, but it's a lot smaller plant. So super cool habitat species. Really needs restoration. Was really important to the Native Americans for making all sorts of arrows and atlatls, spears, and things of that nature. So yeah, super cool, worth restoring, and we've lost a lot of the habitat of this rivercane habitat. Bamboo's not nearly as beneficial and extremely invasive, so make sure you know the difference where you plant. Check it out. This is hill cane. I got it from up on Cloudland Canyon, I believe it was, or Lookout Mountain, one or the other. I didn't think it was going to take. It was the dead of summer when I got it. But you see how short it is, and the fact that it's all leafed out at the very top of the cane. So that would be Arudinaria Appalachiana is what that is, and it's called hill cane. It's really important, grows up on top of these mountains. Right here, it's in the bottom. I planted it here because I had a little bit of moisture down here, which I don't have, you know, up on my upland areas. I planted some there. I need to go see if it took, but this did take down here in the bottom, so it stays short. It's important in the uplands not only for erosion, water control, but birds love it for cover, and mice get in there if it ever has a seeding event, and deer do browse it, rabbits browse it. There's not as much diversity a lot of the times up on top of these mountains at higher elevations, so having this little bit of browse up there and erosion control up there is really important. So I'm excited to see that that hill cane has taken, and it's really put on a lot of growth. So I'm thinking this stuff may spread and grow a lot faster than Gigantea.